President Tinubu has not disappointed Nigerians. P2B's ex-campaign DJ speaks. What do I expect? I don't expect less. The news in detail. President Tinubu has not disappointed Nigerians. Dr. Okupe says President Bola Tinubu has not disappointed Nigerians in his address to the nation on nationwide protest on Sunday. Okupe, a former Director General of the Labour Party LP Presidential Campaign Council, made this remark in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, in Lagos, while reacting to the president's broadcast. President Bola Tinubu's speech has not disappointed Nigerians in that for the first time, the president clearly stated that the daunting economic situation his administration met on ground at inception. He also amplified the strenuous effort made by his government to reduce the prevailing crippling and stagnating debt servicing ratio from 97% of earned revenue to 68%. In truth, this has been the major cause of our present economic woes and suffering. It is now self-evident that if the fuel subsidy was not removed, it should have been impossible for the government to function, and the government will not be able to meet its obligations without continuing the profligacy of massive and sustained borrowing to fund the subsequent national budget, Okupe said. According to him, the speech highlighted to Nigerians the giant and commendable strides of achievement already accomplished by this administration within 14 months of its existence. Okupe said, some of the most outstanding achievements of the administration as contained in the speech include the more than doubling of the minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira per month. He talked about Tinubu's implementation and commitment of more than 45 billion naira to the student loan scheme and the raising of the national oil production capacity to more than 1.6 million barrels per day. Okupe also highlighted the massive funding of the micro, small and medium enterprises, SMEs, which he said were the engine of economic growth of any country. He commended the president for the provision of billions of naira directly targeted at relieving the current hardship on the poor, as well as the massive funds of various youth developmental programs and projects. Okupe, who applauded the federal government for the huge investment deployed toward infrastructure and agriculture. He said, it is worthy to note from the speech the government commitment to reduce the prevailing high cost of living and also bring down the food inflation. This is through the temporary massive importation of food, a removal of tariffs and other import duties on food, drugs and medical supplies, amongst others, for the next 6 months. I personally believe that this administration scorecard or performance compares very well, if not better, than those of many administrations before it. He said that the increased amounts of funds that Tinubu's administration had directly made available to the state and local government must make Nigerians to look beyond the federal government. Okupe said that Nigerians must make the sub-nationalities to be more accountable for the huge sum of revenue inflow they receive from the Federation account and other federal government intervention funds. It is pertinent that we recognize that the federal government revenue is shared with 49% going to the federal government, while approximately 48% go to the state and local government, leaving some 3% for ecological funds and derivation, he said. Okupe commended the president for recognizing the rights of the Nigerian youth and indeed all citizens in general to protest. He said, and I quote, it is also gratifying that the president publicly acknowledged that he has heard their demands loud and clear. I will therefore, with all humility, enjoin our youth and the citizen at large to exercise patience and restraint and embrace the opportunity for dialogue which Mr. President has offered. The long-awaited but enduring speech has rekindled our renewed hope for a brighter, better and prosperous future for all Nigerians. NAN report that the president in his broadcast on Sunday on the nationwide protest reiterated his government's commitment to addressing the concerns raised by citizens. The president enjoined the protesters and the organizers to suspend further protests and create room for dialogue, which he said he had always acceded to at the slightest opportunity. The protest, which started on Thursday, crippled socio-economic activities across the nation as motor parks, shops, malls, markets, and roads were deserted. The first day of the protest recorded violence and looting in some states like Niger, Kaduna, Jigawa, Abuja, amongst others. The protest planned to end on August 10th is aimed at drawing the attention of the federal government to challenges faced by the citizens. Now, for anything, I would say I am not surprised that those people will come out and say a lot of things about this government. I am not surprised. But there is something he's saying that I am taking. I'm holding on to. I'm choosing not to focus so much on after all, now waiting you go talk. And I'm going to say what I picked. For those who have not been holding their state government, their local government, their councillors, House of Reps members, State House of Assembly members, and other legislators, please, it is high time you use this opportunity as you're holding the federal government. You hold these people responsible, because whether you like it or not, these people have a role to play in what is happening today. We are so focused on the federal. I've said it before. I'm not talking about people who their governors are doing well, that they're already holding their government accountable. I mean their state government and other government accountable. I am talking about people who they focus so much on the federal government and they don't do well to hold their state government accountable. Recently, I saw a particular Oyo State Association of Local Government Chairman. They said that they are not going to. They don't like how they even speak the English, that they were going to, that they don't like the fact that the federal government said they're going to be paying to directly to them, that they should pay to the states, that the state do want to do what that they like, they want to pull out a lot of things. I'm like, what is going on? It is high time we start holding these people accountable. Yes, Tinubu is at the center, but we cannot take away the fact that these people also have a role to play. I heard that they have tripled, or if not doubled, the allocation given to states. This is why we should start demanding, so that if your government no do well, you go hold them for truth, you go hold them. If you know where you go hold them. If not for truth, you go hold them. If not for waste, you go hold them. If not for shares, you go hold them. If not for color, you hold them well. Do you understand? Because the thing is, a lot of us, we are so bent on federal government, but meanwhile our state government, we don't get to hold, or even local government chairman that we even see, or even councillors, we don't hold these people accountable. You know what? He collect rights from no. We're gonna leave this man. They had way they don't reach inside. So I seen don't hear Tinubu and his co-travelers, they give him rights. No. Me, like I said, I know that a lot of people come out and say, don't you go pay, you be this one, you do this one for this government. But I took something that he said. We'd have to start holding state governors, local government chairmen, councillors, State House of Assembly members, National Assembly members, and senators, House of Reps members. We're supposed to start to hold these people accountable, so that if Tinubu they deliver on, if presidents they deliver in on, these people could deliver their own and this country go work. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy.